Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, checking in with a quick video as the Arctic air vigorously blows into central North Carolina. Our temperatures continue to plummet. Our low now is 12. I'm starting to get a little bit more nervous about some of my container gardens. And I was thinking about it, I just didn't feel like garbage bags would be warm enough. And I remembered a friend of mine actually gave me a whole bunch of these used coffee sacks, burlap bags essentially. And it turns out they're the perfect size to fit over most of my pots. And I actually just covered this one here. This actually has like a strawberry blooming in it. The snowy bell is continuing to flower, you know, because it's an amazing plant. I don't want it to get damaged, so I went ahead and slipped this over it. And now I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that to all the rest of my pots. I essentially think it can't hurt. It might not help that much, but it's certainly not gonna hurt. And because these are burlap, they're much more sturdy, and they're not gonna blow around and cause so much damage. Because as you can see, it's really blustery here. I'm sure the audio quality is terrible and I'm sorry. And a lot of times when you cover plants, the biggest damage you get is actually from your cover moving too much. So I think that these coffee sacks really are the solution. So I'm gonna go ahead and sort of run around the garden and get these slipped over in hopes that I am protecting my plants so I can continue to enjoy them when temperatures start to regulate. And while I was standing here at this pot, I just went ahead and harvested a bunch of herbs out of it because I'm going to be using those this afternoon as I cook. I'm going to go ahead and slip the cover on now. Whew, you guys. So I'm going to try a couple different methods. Come here, Reg. He wants to be part of the video too. I'm going to do a couple where I use tomato cages. However, I think these are almost too tall to be totally useful, but I'm gonna give it a shot. And then I'm gonna do a few others where I just do like I did out front and put it right over top of the pot. And well, at least at the end of the day, I'll feel like I tried, I did something. And sometimes that's actually like a gardener's reaction to cold. We tend to over exaggerate the results or the consequences. But it does feel good when you're proactive, and that's really what I'm trying to achieve today. And wow, is it ever sunny. Not complaining. All right, I'm gonna get busy covering these pots and then a few more on the back patio, and hopefully this video will be helpful for all of you. I'm trying to get this done early in the day so I can post it and you'll see it, so maybe it will trigger you to go outside and you know, take some action. To cover the succulent table, instead of just putting the plastic right over top, I decided to add these Dutch crates, which are what the bulbs came in. And I'm using these essentially to keep the plastic from touching the plants and crushing the plants. Now I can just put this old shower curtain right over top of this, secure it with some bricks. That way the plastic won't blow off. And the plants, in theory, aren't going to get damaged. Well, everybody, I'm wishing you all the best as this cold system comes down and interrupts our gardening cycle. Recognize that this actually is not totally abnormal for winter, and this is, at least in North Carolina, not record-breaking temperatures. And you could probably do nothing and everything would be fine. But sometimes it is nice to try to play a role in you know, zone bending, and that's exactly what this video is all about. Well, I hope you stay warm, I hope you stay healthy, and again, have a very happy holiday, everyone. Take care and happy gardening.